Bruce Lee feels a little boxed in. Here's a look at the Diamond Select Bruce Lee Deformz 3-inch vinyl figures. These are blind boxed cased figures, and we're going to have a look at 4 of these. If you are interested in picking these ones up for yourself, you should be able now to find them at your local comic book store. This is from the subcategory of Deformz, which are slightly super deformed versions of legendary martial arts expert Bruce Lee. Here are some of the figures that you could potentially get, located on the side, located on the back, and located on the other side. A shirtless Bruce Lee, perhaps from Enter the Dragon, of course his classic costume from Game of Death. Really looking forward to getting these ones open up. And like I said, you should be able to find them now at your local comic book store. Without further ado, like I said, we're going to go ahead and get open all 4 of these. I'm going to probably just grab my knife just in case, because I don't really know what is involved. It's probably going to be a foil bag inside. So we're going to go ahead and open up the first box and see what we got inside. Let me know down below, by the way, what your favorite Bruce Lee film is. I'm sure I've already mentioned this, but I really like Enter the Dragon. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's still, of action figure, or action movie-wise, I should say, it's still one of my favorite films, Enter the Dragon. Also like Game of Death. Something about him fighting Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Speaking of which, here we have, for starters, we get this rather interesting looking gold display stand. It kind of looks like a coin, actually. It really is neat, though. Some neat deco on it. I don't know if it's a dragon I'm looking at. Maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. That kind of looks like it could be a dragon. And it does have peg points on the top of the stand. And only fits really one of the holes on the underside of Bruce's feet. So I guess you could just decide which which post you want to make use of. I'm going to use this one right here. That way, there you go. He fits across the entire stand. Now, this is from the 1979, if I'm not mistaken, Game of Death film, which he wears this iconic costume. Really neat looking design. I gotta say, that's a pretty good likeness for Bruce Lee as well. He seems rather calm also. This would have been fun if they had included his nunchaku or nunchuck. I did notice, though, that this one here has the nunchuck. This one does not. This one is numbered 2, if I'm looking at this right. I don't know if it's this one here I'm looking at. His head looks like it's in a different place. I'm going to assume it's the same one. No, I mean the arms are in a different place. I'm not really sure which one this is supposed to be. Maybe, let's look on the back here. It says collect them all, but maybe there are some exclusives as well. Possibly, I don't know. It's definitely not the same, it's not the same pose though. It's really neat though. I'm going to put that one right over there, and let's see if we can get some others. I hope that we wouldn't get all the exact same ones. Me saying that now, I'm sure I've jinxed things. Let's open up the next box and see what we got. Well, it is Bruce Lee. Well, it's Bruce Lee from Game of Death, but it's not Bruce Lee, at least in the same pose as the one that we had gotten before. And speaking of nunchuck, this one actually does come with his nunchucks. So let's open this up. Here we go. Let's see if the stand is the same. Probably is. Yeah, it looks like it's the same stand, which is fine. I mean, that's a neat looking stand anyways. And we'll go ahead and get the figure. I know you want to look at it. Hold on one second. Just hold on. I'm just going to get everything in his hands. I don't know if the nunchuck is supposed to... I guess it's supposed to kind of rest on his hand like that. And he's holding it with the other hand. Well, this one is clearly this one here, which would be one of 12. So if you were to say buy yourself a case, and I'm assuming cases would be like a quantity of 12, you would get one of these per every 12. Same with this one right here. I don't know, I guess the other one that I got must be this one right here, even though, like I said, the pose isn't the same. Looking at the two side by side, almost has a very similar looking head portrait also as well. I like the one with the nunchuck. That's pretty cool. Put them right over there. Now, we certainly have covered off Game of Death. I don't think there is any others. I mean, all the other ones seem to be shirtless. This one's got the white t-shirt. Let's open up the next one. This one's rattling also, I noticed a little bit. I don't know if that is some indicator as to what we're going to be getting inside. We'll know soon enough. And let's open up the next one here. Speaking of shirt, I think it was probably the coin that was rattling that I was hearing the noise of. I'm going to rip that open. I probably didn't even need a knife. Here I am advertising my knife. I didn't even need the knife. I'm going to get this guy on his stand as well. I wonder why they put the foot peg right there. I mean, if you put it there, the foot would lean off to the side. I guess if you want to have it looking as if it's kind of leaning out towards you, but they want that one peg right there would have been perfectly fine. This coin, I can't help but also notice, has some additional airbrushing there. I don't know if that's supposed to be there or if that's a defect. It kind of adds to its more antique look. We're going to go ahead and once again attach Bruce just to those peg posts. And there's Bruce Lee with another nunchuck in hand. Let's quickly look. This one is 2 of 12. And I'm most definitely certain that is the same one there. That's a neat looking pose. What's good thing about these ones is, for starters, they're freestanding. With the fact that they also come with the display stands, means that you can put them on the desks or shelves or anywhere that you display your figures. And they kind of just look like little tiny statues of Bruce Lee. This one fell off of his stand. Let's just put that back on. There we go. And last but certainly not least, as we were looking at 4 of these, I don't want to say anything relative to the fact that there's 4 and what we've opened up so far, but I think we're doing pretty good. I think even subtlety, I probably have jinxed things by saying that. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's open this one up. It's made up of 2 parts, and it is a different one. Somehow we managed, Lady Luck smiled down on us, that we managed to get different ones. Each one was different from the other, kind of like snowflakes. Even though science has dismissed that, you can get similar looking snowflakes. Just think that there's a school that somebody had spent millions of dollars budgeting. They studied snowflakes. Anyways, there's Bruce Lee right there. Not quite the same as this one. You could say Enter the Dragon, I don't know. It's just shirtless Bruce Lee. I like that the pose that they gave him. Really would have been happy, too, also, if they gave him the angrier Bruce Lee. Or sometimes, you know, that slightly crazy look that he has on his face. That's what makes Bruce Lee so cool. But I'm really liking these little, tiny, decorated collectibles for Bruce Lee. I'm trying to think of what my favorite one is. I kind of leaning towards these two. I like this one because he's in his Game of Death costume. I also like this one right here because it's just Bruce Lee posing, and that's sometimes all you need. Let me know which one you guys think is the coolest of the batch, and certainly if you guys are interested in picking these ones up for yourself, you should be able now to find them at your local comic book store. Today we were having a look at the Bruce Lee Deformz from the folks over at Diamond Select. If you guys haven't had yet a chance to, let's say you're just fighting off mass mobs with your martial arts skills and you never got around to hitting that subscribe button. It's okay, it's okay. I know life sometimes takes us away from what we want to be doing in life. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and swing next door and maybe save some maiden who's down in the alleyway. She's being attacked by goons because her father, of course, owns the mass corporation in the town. And fend those guys off and hit that bell notification so that when future videos are coming onto this channel, you'll never miss out. And of course, let me also tell you as well, we're going to have a whole bunch of cool collectibles and blind box figures coming up in some future videos, just between you and me. I didn't want to give that away to the mass mob, but now you guys know, and you're in the know. So stay tuned because some future videos, some cool things will be coming in the horizon. So stay tuned for those. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.